plugin that I use to evaluate the process as I'm going, that if you use some common sense, you will be able to eventually show how this can rate very effectively for you. And let's add the keyword down here, and then we're going to click Save Draft, and we're going to get kind of yelled at here by the tool because obviously we're not done writing this, and the keyword needs to be throughout this entire process. But what we're doing is we're actually going over the information that was already written, and we're changing each paragraph, one paragraph at a time. And the way that we do that is we read the entire paragraph and then we simply rewrite it in our own words, and that we make sure that the information that we're going to deliver will also be legible. I'm impressed actually that we are actually scoring quite well here. I don't know if you can see this over here. Let me move this screen over a bit for you. So these are the key concepts. You want to have your main keyword. Remember, we searched for top MLM, and it needs to be through the entire document. It needs to also be in different headings. For example, this is heading 1, and over here you have an H1 tag in your, with your keyword in your heading, and you're actually going to select heading 1. And this is why you need another blog, because your Empower blog only allows you to type just the basic information. But if you have another WordPress blog, you can type and create this information and evaluate it from an SEO standpoint. And then you can ensure that it contains all of these elements, your keywords in the main H1 and H2 tags, in also your introduction to what you're writing. And then you're going to go through and change out some of this information one paragraph at a time. Because we've already respun it, it's not the exact same words. And then you're going to reformulate it in a way that makes sense to you. And I'm going to do that right now, and we'll be right back. Okay, I finished writing the article, and it took me probably about 20 minutes to go through this article. In fact, most of the article I didn't use. But the good news is that when you do this, you actually inspire yourself to add additional information. And what I've done is I've taken the keyword that we talked about, top MLM, and I've embedded it into my blog. And here's what I've done. As you can see, it is here. This is going to be our title, and then our H1 tag is going to be here. I do not actually have an H3 tag, and how you do that is you'll actually copy part of what you're going to do, and you select heading 1, heading 2, heading 3. You can go all the way down to heading 6. But Google looks for these tags to key off of when it's indexing. So the more that you have, the more that Google understands what you've written. And because all of this is original content, and there's very little of the original article, I used eZine articles to inspire me to write another article. And then I took the keyword, and as you can see, we went to a different blog that had SEO Presser already installed on it. But you don't need SEO Presser. Here are the key elements that you want to have in every blog post that you do. The keyword needs to be in your title. The keyword also needs to be in the first header, and that you need to select heading 1. The keyword needs to be sprinkled throughout the article that you're writing. The keyword needs to be in your heading 2 tags, and then you can even create a heading 3 if you really wanted to and have the keyword in all 3 headings. And then you want to have the keyword also listed in the last sentence that you have. Okay? And then of course we include a link of where we want to send our traffic to. But the people that are inbound into this blog are already going to see the information that I want them to see. But if not, they can also click here and they'll end up into the squeeze page that we have, which will drive people into the business. So in essence, what we do now is we just go over to HTML, and pretty much let's just select all, copy all of this. And because it's all tweaked and ready to go, we're going to go to our Empower Network blog. And let's see if you can see this. We'll kind of move over here a bit. And we're going to add a new post. We're going to create a new post. Because unfortunately Empower Network, even though their blogs are rated on top of the search engines, and this is exactly what you need, there are very few similar elements that will allow you to do the kind of tweaking that I showed you. And we're going to make sure that HTML is here. And we're going to click Paste. Okay, so there's the article. We'll just kind of take a peek at it to make sure some stuff didn't wrap incorrectly. And we're going to click Visual so that we can see what it's going to look like. And then, if that looks acceptable, it doesn't have to be absolutely perfect, but that's what we're going to do. Then what we're going to do is, I think we're going to go back here and we're going to grab our title. And then we're going to go back to our post here. And there you go. This post now will be indexed by Google shortly. Remember, the Empower Network have some of the top high traffic blogs. So blogs that are getting a lot of traffic, posts and other blogs related to it tend to get indexed very quickly. So now that we've done this, we then go over here, click Publish. There we go. And then once we're published, we'll go take a look and have a look at our blog. Oop, we're still loading, so let's wait for that. Once we've successfully loaded, then we're going to go have a look at it. And if there's any problems with the post, we can make slight changes from that point on. But the core thing that we're trying to achieve is this. And as you can see, the post just flows. And this will drive people to this post. This will get indexed very quickly into the search engines. And I'm going to show you one other trick that you can do. Even though I know that these blogs get pinged, you can also go to a place called pingomatic.com and you can actually ping the URL of this blog. And it will allow the blog to update. I believe it's done automatically, but it doesn't hurt to do it again. So that is, in a nutshell, how you can go from having no ideas, no articles, not sure how to do any of this, and write an effective article. And you don't even need to use your own ideas. You can be inspired by eZine articles and either copy and respin and remake each article. But the idea is that you want to use the high traffic keywords because people are searching for information on that. And we demonstrated that by using AdWords tool that will allow you to find out the best possible keywords.